Welcome back, people, to another episode with me of me just ranting. You might have seen the title. So, did I actually learn from the series Friends? You might ask. I'm watching it a second time, by the way. I'm watching it a second time. I finished the whole series and I was like, oh, let's watch it again. And I started watching it again. Okay. So, yeah. Anyways, man, I'm gonna finish this light. I'm just playing this lighter all the time. It was like full when I found it, and it's like just this here. Anyways, so what did I learn from Friends? I observed the characters in Friends, okay? Each one unique, and each with their own unique flaw. If you've seen the series and you're like actually observing the characters themselves, you know each one has its unique flaw. Like Monica, there's a character. She has insane OCD for this clean thing. Okay, she always wants to keep stuff clean, and it should be in like this particular order and shit like that. Okay, and that's her flaw. That's one of her flaws. There's each one has a different flaw, and each flaw is shaped either by their own personality or their own their childhood circumstances and everything. Like Chandler having his own like commitment issues because blah blah blah. We're not gonna talk more about the series here. We're not gonna talk about anything related to mostly related to the series here. We're gonna be talking about what we learned from these characters, because I think when you watch each, like every good series, like good ones, has something you can learn if you really think about it. Some series may leave you with a bad taste in your mouth, the cruel reality of life. Some series leave you with this profound happiness. Some series leave you with this feeling of just emptiness. That's what Friends left me with. When the series ended, it was like, wow, they just moved on with their lives. Everyone's apart. They're just all having their own lives. Because throughout the series, Friends showed you this friend group that never broke, no matter the struggle. And in the end, they don't break, obviously, but they drift apart. And if you know real life, the gap will only widen. But let's stay optimistic for that, okay? Let's not ruin the fan base of Friends and be like, oh, they're gonna drift apart. That's gonna fuck up their minds. Anyways, what I wanted to say was each one with their own flaw, and each one, you think they grew, okay? You think each one of them grew. And the truth is, they did. They grew, but they grew to my expectations, you could say. Like, I expected them to grow in that certain way, and they grew in that certain way. What do I mean by that? You see, each of the character remained the same throughout the entire series. So they start at 25 and they end them at like 33, 32, the age of 32, 33, right? So it's nearly a decade, and they haven't changed a lot. Do you get what I mean? Their old life, like when they're little, it shows that they maintain their constant personality. Now, what do I mean? What am I getting at? Okay, I'm getting at the part where people in my life, in everyone's life, even me, I used to think people could change what they are at the core, because I've always been evolving, because I always learn from my mistakes. I'm like, okay, this is a mistake. So obviously, there's some traits I choose to keep, even if they are flaws that I personally have. I still choose to keep them. But if there's a flaw that is so disadvantageous, I remove it. I try my best to remove it. The power of the brain, you evolve, okay? But most humans never evolve, do they now? You might think it is your responsibility to help them. It is not. It is not. Let me tell you, this is a message to my old self. who thought people could change. If given enough nice, they could change. That every human had something in them that could help them be better. But the reality is far darker than you realize. It ain't. Not everyone is ready to change, even if they know the truth. Some people are never ready to change. Even me, I told you literally right now. Even me, I'll tell you, I still have things that I wouldn't want to change. I hold on to stuff, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying my best to let go of them, and I will soon let go of the things that bind me. But there are things that I don't even like. I'm just bound to it. I just can't let go of it, even if I know it's a disadvantage. Like drinking coffee, I love it. I give so many reasons. I'm like, oh, it helps me focus. Oh, it brings me alive. I love it. It helps me relax. Everything. I can bring up 1,000 excuses, but it doesn't change the fact that caffeine is also a drug that fucks up your mind. It fucks up with your sleep-wake cycle because it goes and sits in your I forgot that receptor. Oh my god, this is why I shouldn't record at 12 or 1 in the morning. Anyways, it sits in that specific receptor and just yeah. We're not gonna talk science today, okay? We're gonna talk philosophy, psychology. So what am I trying to get at? Never try to change people. Even if you love them, just love them as they are. I think that's what Friends showed me. In the series, each of the friend has a unique like Chandler, he smokes, okay? Throughout the series, they try to, he quits, they like tell him to like put it off, try to make him quit, but like sometimes the challenges makes him smoke again, and at one point there is no against, there's just like acceptance. His wife accepts it. He's like, okay, fine, don't smoke a lot. At one point you gotta love the person for who they are, because yes, it is for the better of them, and you would love them more, or like you would like them more if they change that one aspect. But in the end, if you truly love them, and if you knew they couldn't change, I think you would still be with them and love them no matter their flaws. Every human has flaws. If you're a human, you're filled with flaws. Don't ever tell me, show me a perfect human. I'll show you his flaws. There is no perfect human. And if he is perfect, he is a God. He is really a God. The only thing that could be perfect is God and nature. Okay? And we are already just consciousness, experiencing consciousness while being this and yeah, we're not gonna talk about spirituality today. It's too much of a deep topic. It's all even like 8 minutes, and like I'm talking about, or you're talking about so many mixed topic, and this is how I love it. Okay, I love it, but still, Friends gave me this sense of emptiness when it left. That's why I started watching it again. I wanted to watch all of the scenes. I wanted to. If you get me, you get me, okay? I'm telling you. If you get me, you get me. If you don't, I'm not recommending you to watch the series, okay? I'm not gonna be like, oh, watch the series. No. If you want, obviously watch it. It's a great series. But stories like these enlighten you in ways you might not even know, okay? Why do you think people read books? You think reading the self-help books that you have makes you this kind of superior being? No. Do you know, I've learned more from novelty, like these random novels or stories or comics or series that I read and watch, than from the self-help books. I've read tons of self-help books. Like I was the nerd who just sit there learning things daily. Like if you ask me something about self-improvement, I know it by the book. I'm like, oh, that technique, oh, I know it, I know it. I wouldn't know the name exactly, but you tell me how you do it, I would know it. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that. Oh yeah, I've done that, oh yeah. I'm telling you, I've learned more, I felt more from novelty than from just blind ass, shitty ass self-help books. Okay? That's why I decided to create these kinds of videos where I actually speak my mind and my heart. I pour in my art. This is my art. I show you my art and I hope something in you clicks. I'm sure that not many of you are gonna watch this video. No one's gonna reach this mark. Not a lot of them, except maybe a few, maybe my mother, maybe some of my close friends, but maybe some unique guy whose stars align and he gets to watch this video and something in him clicks and something changes, and that's what I want. That's the spark that I'm waiting for. That is what I am waiting to ignite. I forgot this was there. I should have used it when it was the spark, huh? Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.